Welcome to the Insight Drop, short segments to fuel your growth, sharpen your strategy, and challenge the status quo. This is Beyond Tradition. Failure to plan for
Failure
contingencies.
plan, we've talked about it. You
Yeah.
got to plan for contingencies. You got to have an emergency fund.
Mhm.
And if you don't, you need to figure it out. Even if you put $10 a week in a savings account, put
Yep.
$10 a week in a savings account. You got to start somewhere.
Yep.
So God forbid there's ever a problem. And it starts building. It starts building
Yeah.
something. And then
Something.
by the end of the year, you can go see a financial advisor and invest that money. And then that
Yeah.
money will grow every month. And it's the little things. It's the only way you can start building
Something.
security, financial security.
And my
So
biggest tip or something that please don't just set up a savings account with your bank that is earning what 0.1%.
Yeah.
Like
you might have to because some of the high yield savings, you have to have a certain amount to put
but
into them.
there's so many that are $100 now to get started.
Some people, I agree.
Yes.
But if they don't have it,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
But I agree. If you can
Yeah.
look for high yield savings, there's
You
so
should be
many
in the
out
4s
there.
and 5s.
Yeah. And then your money's making money every month.
Every
And that's the
month.
goal. That's the goal here in
Compound
life.
interest.
Exactly. And
And
then
again, for a business, what's really great is if you can, and what I've started doing is if once you know your operating costs, your cash flow, you keep what you need in your operating account, then put the rest into a high yield savings.
Yep,
So then
perfect.
you've got that money building. That's just, again, it was free to open.
Yeah.
It's sitting in there earning 5%. I think we've already earned a couple grand on
Yeah,
what's
oh, I
sitting in
bet. Yeah,
there.
for sure.
So I'm
I
like, that's
tell businesses
free
3 to
money.
6 months
Yeah.
of an emergency fund to float your company.
Mm-hmm.
3 months for sure.
Right.
And then 6 months, God forbid something
Right.
happens.
We're talking
You know?
contingencies.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a fuel shortage
health
and you can't.
issues.
Yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
who can speak on that?
Yeah, true. You were out for a while.
And if it were Trevor,
you would be working the field and the office. It would have been
oh my gosh, I can't
something.
even imagine. We would do it. We always
Yeah, of
figure it
course.
out. With you're an entrepreneur, everything is I joke, I say this, it pisses people off because figure outable is not a word, but
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
everything is figure outable. And I literally have that
Yeah.
like everywhere.
It
Everything
is.
is figure outable.
Yes.
Figure it out.
There's rarely a problem that there's not a solution to. You may not like the solution.
It may not be super comfy.
Yeah, it may not be a solution that you want, but sometimes you have to do
What you gotta
what's
do.
needed, not
Mhm.
what you want. So
Yeah. So, I mean, we can't predict what the economy is going to do. People try, but sometimes shit falls out. It is
Yep.
what it is.
100%.
Not planning for these things to happen or not planning in the event something like that could happen because everything happens.
Everything happens. History repeats itself. I mean,
Right.
just look at everything. There's ups and downs.
Yeah.
No matter what. Any industry, every industry,
Yeah.
you know? So
Examples of contingencies to have. And something that I've done more recently too is having the liquid savings because again, those high yield savings you can pull money out immediately.
Yep, whenever
It's not tied up.
Not tied up at all.
You're earning 5%, you can have your money in a day.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Exactly.
The other part of that, line of credit.
Yeah, I mean, I would have some sort of line of credit. Don't touch it, but
Don't
at
touch
least
it.
keep it. And then
Right.
God forbid, or if
once you're at that point, but I will say there's quite a few that you can establish fairly recent or fairly early on in the career or oh my gosh, I just whacked it. I think that's 3 or 4. But you can establish a line of credit early on. And the point is, and what my banker even told me too, you should do that before you need it. Don't wait until you need it.
When you need it, they're not going to give it to you.
The P&L is not going to be great enough or the balance sheet.
Because the bank's going to go, oh, we can't do that right now.
Sorry.
You're from your financial standpoint is not acceptable
right
to our terms.
Exactly.
So yeah, 100%.
And if it's not a line of credit, obviously credit cards need to be utilized in a very safe, be careful with those. But I will say, if you're paycheck to paycheck right now, and this is what we did too, if you're paycheck to paycheck and you're building your savings, if something major happens, have a credit card.
Yeah.
They're there and it sucks to have to use them.
Yes.
But it is another person's, it's functioning like a savings account for you.
Yeah.
Risky, have to be careful, have to have a plan to pay it off.
Yes.
But it is there so that you don't go into financial ruin. Right? Yep.
Exactly.
You're not able to buy
It's basically giving
groceries.
yourself a loan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's something to be utilized as needed, if needed, in, you know,
Yeah.
that would be like a super, super, I mean, I gave a good example of it earlier,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
They can be used
They can be, for sure.
responsibly is the word I was looking for.
Responsibly.
They can be used responsibly with a plan,
Yes, always with a plan.
not just
We're gonna say
swiping.
plan 1,000
We
times
are plan,
because
communicate.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
we'll see you next time.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.